be.
But you want versatile speed players like that.
He's that guy, and he's going to do a lot of things for you. Kevin Breckmacher is down on the field with Coach Paul Winters. Send it to him now. Kevin.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. We're here with Coach Paul Winters. Coach, I assume your decision to go for it on 4th and 3 there was influenced by the 3 missed kicks in the first half?
You know what? I never thought about going for a tie. I felt like we could score. And really, the 3rd down play is what killed us.
Let's talk positives first. I thought your defensive front, your offensive line was pretty impressive all night long.
Yeah, you know what? We knew we played great defense, and we just had a couple lapses. And then offensively, we just made so many mistakes. It's hard to win.
They always say you make your biggest improvement from your first game to your second game. What are you looking at as the biggest improvement you need to make before Truman State next Saturday?
Well, I mean, we've got to do the simple things better, and we just can't make just those, well, we can't miss field goals, but we can't make those simple mistakes. I mean, even the last play, we got a guy in the end zone standing there. Yeah, throw it to him.
Last question, kind of the same thing I asked you going into halftime, but just talk about the atmosphere tonight. I mean, football's back. I know there's no moral victories, but it has been a long time since you guys played. But talk about the atmosphere, the fans, the band, the cheerleaders, everybody being out here. It's just been great to see.
No question. The fans are awesome. The crowd, I didn't know, I don't pay attention to that during the game, but it felt good, and obviously it's a great game. I mean, they're the number 5 team in the country, and we should have beat them.
Absolutely. Coach, well, best of luck next Saturday. Go get them.
Thank you.
Said Coach Paul Winters. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kevin. And Rod, that sums it up. And he says, it's a few plays here, a few plays there. He knows he's got a good defense. The offense can get better. It will get better. Like he says, it's the number 5 team in the country. They're really good. We should have beat them.
Yeah, and it's just the simple things that he brought up, that you have to do the simple things well, and that's when that play is drawn up, you got to be able to just throw that in the end zone. It's a missed field goal. It's missed little blocking assignments here and there, and they're a good team. They're going to take advantage if you make those mistakes.
Tell you, still, the Warriors showed us something. The veteran guys made plays. The young guys made plays. A lot of plays to show you, a lot of highlights. Let's look at the first half highlights. Show you some of the touchdowns and some of the plays that led to those touchdowns. Right away, Avery Hall taking off running, making things happen. Avery Hall, I'll tell you, nice game for him.
And they went to him early and often, and it wasn't just the one run to the end. He had a couple of nice runs on that opening drive, and then just stepping over the line and getting in the end zone for his first touchdown.
A couple of touchdowns on the day, 85 total yards on 19 carries. And then, quick screen to Sinque Sweeting, sets up that guy we kept talking about, Litwin.
Yeah, and
Chester to Litwin.
Here's your highlight right there. Litwin, one of those 8 catches, 161 yards. Got that with one hand, maintained his balance, got in the end zone, put Slippery Rock ahead.
Yeah, and then he set up their field goal with this one.
Yeah, he used 2 hands on this one for whatever reason, but made the touchdown-saving tackle and kept Slippery Rock out of the end zone. They settled for the field goal to go up 10-6.
10-6, and you're thinking that's how it's going to go in at halftime, but the Warriors mounted a drive in the final minutes of the first half. Jake Amrine showing some of that strength. New guy, Kendall Williams, with those jet sweeps. I'll tell you something, Kendall Williams, he had 47 yards rushing today.
Yeah, and that augmented the running game where you didn't have to keep going just straight run. You could do that jet sweep and that filled in some of the blanks for you.
Well, just like you draw it up, or not draw it up, but it worked anyway. The screen pass to Myron Harris. Myron Harris had 84 yards rushing, and he had that touchdown catch. Went for some shenanigans on the 2-point conversion.
Shenanigans on the 2-point conversion, and that put Wayne State up 14-10 at halftime.
All right, so we get into the second half. Hey, these guys are pretty good. That's a nice play to win. Just stretches out, gets it, gets the first down. Kester gets that one.
Yeah,
Kyle Sheets. And then Smith into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that's when they really started rolling. That was a big answer to the Wayne State's drive coming up here is a big answer to that one touchdown there.
That's Myron Harris. Smith only had 30 yards on the day, but he did make some nice plays. This was the Barry Sanders play. Yeah. Lost yards, gained yards, did all kinds of crazy stuff. Then you give it to Hall. and Hall just has a foot race to the end zone and beats everybody.
Yeah, I like the Wayne State running game today. I mean, they mixed it up really well, and Hall was the big piece of that.
St. Q Sweeting thought he was going to score until Tyler Houston made that stop right there, slowed him down just enough so Julius Wilkerson could get there and make the tackle. We never saw this coming.
Yeah, we've seen
Kester,
so much for Kester with his arm, but he does it with his legs there, gets in the end zone, puts Slippery Rock ahead 24-21.
You know what's funny? We don't think about it. The guy actually ran for 55 yards.
Yeah,
now, about half of it's on that play, but still.
Yeah.
Gillum blocks that punt, still ends up rolling out, but it's to the 38-yard line. That gives the Warriors a chance.
Yeah, and again, you're going to see Hall running inside, running outside, then the screen here. And
Yards after catch for Williams.
You feel like at that point that they were going to be in a good position, and here's the decisive play. Amrine running outside. He's got in the back corner of the end zone.
He's got Kendall Williams, but the defense came up, made the play for Slippery Rock, and the number 5 team in the country dodges a bullet. And they hang on, and believe me, that's exactly what they did. They hung on, and they beat the Wayne State Warriors 24-21. You look at those numbers, the Warriors on the ground, that two-headed monster we talked about, and really Jake Amrine as well. Jake Amrine rushed for 27 yards. Passing yards, you got the receivers they've got, and you've got an experienced quarterback like they have. You're going to put it up there. Warriors had more first downs, third down conversions. Neither team was really that strong. All those turnovers were in the first half. We talked about it right before Kevin talked to Coach. A couple of plays. Take 2 to 4 plays and change one of them.
Yeah.
You probably win this game.
Just one. And I mean, you can point to that last play on 4th down and say that was the one, but there were other opportunities that were there too.
You know what? You know what's important right now? You already said it. Football's back. We're back. We're glad to be back. Come back and see us again next Saturday at 1 o'clock when the Warriors host Truman State. For Kevin Breckmacher, for my partner Rod Beard, for our director Mike Johnson, our executive producer Bill Harder, and our entire hard-working, much-missed crew from CN 900, I'm Joe Abramson. You've been watching Wayne State football right here on CN 900.